Welcome to 2025, apparently the beginning of the big disclosure, right? Now, we're still in the middle of the UAP and orb situation, which is going on all over the world right now. And yet, in this mix is this strange mystery fog which is making people ill. And this isn't just your normal fog. Look at these videos and tell me what you think about this. Now, I'm going to give you my explanation of what's going on as well, but there's many theories as to what this mystery fog is, and it's pretty damn scary if any of these theories are true.
I need to show you guys my air filter in my house. There's fog everywhere, and I've been feeling like respiratory issues for like a couple days now, like basically since the fog started. And I decided after seeing all the fog videos on TikTok, I would come and change my filter, which I do every month because I keep them on deck. I have like, ooh, Lord, I have like 8 of these and they're expensive, but I keep them on deck because I like clean air. This is a new one. Let me show you what my new one looks like. This is a new one, okay? It's a MERV 11 filter. Now, keep in mind, I just changed this filter like a month ago. Let me show you the one that I'm about to pull out. What? What in the actual fuck? Look at this filter, y'all. I've never pulled out a filter this dark in my life. This is not normal. It's black. Look at the new one. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. This isn't normal, yo. It's not normal. This fog is not normal. This is not normal. Never in my life have I ever seen a filter like this. Never.
So yeah, that looked pretty darn dark and dirty to me, but also the look of this fog looks different. What people are saying, does it look different to you? Listen, look at this. This looks like almost snow. It looks like fake snow. It's in Florida. 30th of December. It doesn't look like fog. I gotta be honest with you. However, when you shine a torch onto drizzle, like, you know, drizzle rain, it does look like that. Especially that there now. Is it just a still night? It does look more separated, right? These particles look more separated. It looks, like I say, it looks like a snow. And take a little look what this person saw on their window. This is what makes it a little bit more strange. Fell asleep with the window open. Very strange. It doesn't, like, what is that? Someone said it looks like frost. It's not frost. That ain't frost. And this is also the extent of how foggy it is, how thick this fog is. Look. Those 3 videos, I want to discuss each one. This one connects to the theory that this fog has been created by the government to cover surveillance, right? Because obviously we've got this drone situation going on, orb situation, and it just so happens to be in the location which may be under threat at the moment, a huge fog. So is this a sort of layer protection to stop surveillance? It seems a bit far-fetched for me, I've got to be honest with you, because unless this goes on for months until this issue with other countries is resolved, and then all of a sudden clears up, like, I don't know, when the orbs and drones go and the fog goes, that might be something to question. But I think this is just something which is just, it's come and it's going. The weather have actually come out and said, don't worry, this is normal. It's called a anticyclonic gloom, which is basically like a high pressure stopping fog from escaping, going back into the atmosphere, which brings me on to my theory of what it is. The other video, this and this, is what people are calling smart dust. Now, if you don't know what smart dust is, I didn't, right? I've never heard of it. But what it is, smart dust is a wireless network of tiny sensors that autonomously collect and transmit data from their environment. Each mode of these mechanical systems are about the size of a grain of sand that can detect external stimuli such as light, temperature, movement, sound, chemicals, and air pressure in real time. These small size and lightweight silicone constructions allows them to suspend in the air like dust. That's like, what? That's crazy. So that's another theory of what people think this stuff is. I really don't think that is. Reason being, the sheer amount. I mean, how much money would that cost? I think if that technology was to be used, it would be used for, I don't know, to push out on a village, a town maybe. I don't know, but that sounds like an expensive thing. To do a heavy fog across pretty much the whole of the United States and most of Europe. I don't know. It seems a little bit too far-fetched for me, right? I could be wrong. Or it could be like 90% artificial fog and the other 10% is this nanotechnology or whatever. I don't know. You know, a mixture of fog and the nanotech. It's a theory out there. That's what some people are saying. When it comes to this lady here with the thick black fog, now, this is where it comes to my idea, my theory of what's going on. Now, I have to just say and also remind you that to a lot of people, this doesn't seem like normal fog. Reason being, it tastes very chemically, right? Some people say it's got like a residue on it, on their windows, like a white residue. And that when people are going out in it, they're feeling sick. They're feeling weak. They're going home with headaches and sore throats just by being out in this fog. Now, I don't think that's connected to any sort of government conspiracy trying to make people feel ill. I think what that is a bit of a mix. It's the high pressure, keeping that fog in for days and days and days, settling, raising, settling, getting infected by pollution, natural pollution from like traffic, fertilizers, all these things that the water is just collecting all the time, right? It's just being recycled, not going out into the atmosphere, you know, not being clean, not going into the sea. It's just sitting there all the time, and people are going out, hence why that filter is black. Yeah, I've seen joggers run in London and then they take off their masks and their masks are black through the sheer pollution, right? But then you have people that are running, you know, along the streets near the coastline now where I live, and like, well, they don't need to wear masks. It's clean. It's clean air. So I think this is what's happening. But the only thing that does sway that is this here. Is this video here. How can we explain this? Is this something else? Is that something nothing to do with the fog? Shout out to the paranormal chick, by the way.
Looks different. Well, the next 3 videos are from 3 different witnesses, one in East Texas, one in Minnesota, and one in the UK. They filmed particles of what's in this fog, and I have to tell you, this isn't normal. This is actually weird.
Now, I don't mean to be hating on it too much, but when you've got this amount, if this was made from fog, right? I'm sure that we would have hundreds, if not thousands, of people saying, "What is this in my pool?" I think that is a chemical that you put in to collect all the crap. Right? I think that's what it is. I did think to myself, okay, well, if this pollution has been there for so long, let's have a little look at the live pollution website, right? It's called IQ Air. Now, at the bottom here, we've got good, moderate, unhealthy for sensitive groups, unhealthy, very unhealthy, and hazardous. So if you take all of the news outlets, everybody talking about how it's making people ill and all this sort of stuff, and then you look at the data on this, now you can say that this is all a lie, but I don't. It doesn't scream hazardous, right? It's pretty much green and yellow. I mean, if you zoom in, I mean, look at London here. I mean, this is London. God. I mean, we're not even going into the unhealthy or sensitive groups here. Oh, here, we've got one here. You got to search pretty high and low for this. You got moderate where I am, and we've not even had fog. Right here is where I am, but I'm literally on the shoreline here pretty much. So, and then if we go to the United States, let's just zoom out a little bit. Again, you've got, apart from when it comes down here, okay, the air quality over here, oh no, sorry, you've got over here, which is quite, which, you know, is getting to that stage, right? But it's only just peeking into the moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups. I mean, obviously, depending on who you are, right? If you suffer with asthma or anything like that, you know, just be careful what you're doing. But then playing devil's advocate, if this is the case, it's showing green and yellow, everything's all hunky-dory, absolutely fine. Why is it that people are falling ill? What is in the fog that makes people fall ill then, if apparently it's fine, right? Is it because naturally the air quality is pretty good, and any slight increase in, you know, pollution, people aren't used to it and it hits them harder? You know, look at this here. I mean, if you take somebody from here and you bring them over to here, they might be feeling every breath is like a whole pack of chewing gums in their mouth or something, you know? I mean, I don't know. This is what I think. I just think that it's stagnant water residue that is just not being able to be released yet because of the high pressure in wintertime. A lot of people do get colds, yeah, sniffly. They're not been eating particularly well. Apart from their Christmas dinner, they'd probably be having a whole bunch of chocolate. Yeah, their immune system's down. So anyway, that's what I think. Now look, I went into the fog situation a little bit more heavily than I thought I would, because I think that it needed it. And so what I'm going to do is, with the UAP footage, I'm going to leave that into my next video, okay? Because it's really interesting stuff, and I don't want to do it an injustice, okay? But thank you so much for listening to my ideas and my thoughts on what this is all about. Let me know though, because I do want to know. I've not seen anything of this fog stuff where I live. I've just been seeing TikTok videos and what you've sent me. All right. It's odd, but I want to know what you think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good one. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.